Do you think that Rod Smith can play tight end for the Cowboys from Demetrius Jones?
I mean, I guess he could. I don't know why you would want to. He's not going to be better than Dalton Schultz. He's not going to be better than Blake Jarwin. Not going to be better than Jason Witten. Probably wouldn't be better than Rico Gathers. You're going to move anyone to tight end. Noah Brown probably makes the most sense for the Cowboys there. Even I don't know if that's going to happen. I think in reality, I don't think you're going to see Rod Smith back with the Cowboys. Maybe he comes back if there's an injury and he's still unsigned, but Cowboys drafted two backs for a reason. They wanted to upgrade over Rod Smith.
An interesting comment here from Brad Noble. If Mitch was a bag of hammers, would he still be smarter than Gruden? I think all Brad wants to see is
what
my
kind
hammer.
of hammers?
What
brand of hammers, Brad?
What kind of hammers?
Very, very important.
Well, Brad, if you want to see my hammer, slide in my DMs at Mitchell Renz 365. Cortez, something. Wow, Cortez-Mauricio 56.
Yeah, you got it, I think.
No space. Should 49ers turn to Mullens if Jimmy G gets broken again?
I think that's the best route.
I thought he looked actually pretty good.
You can definitely compete with Mullens and Bethard, like have those two compete against each other, but I would assume Mullens will win the job, and I assume that's the route you end up going with there.
Yeah, but hopefully, that doesn't happen, okay? Because Jimmy G, I want to see him on the field. I think he's a lot better than what we dealt with last year. All right, Lewis Staggers, staggering
or
in here.
Or is it Louis?
True, without. He's not even, you got to get a picture though, man. You're staggering in here. I need a picture. So, two things here. What are the Cowboys missing? And if you're missing Cowboys content, I'm going to give you a place to subscribe.
YouTube.com/Dallas Cowboys Report. All of our Cowboys coverage there in one spot. You can't say, I'm going to give you one spot and then point to me and not with a little bit of pause.
I am. I'm giving you one spot right here.
There you go. All right. In terms of what the Cowboys are missing, I think in particular the coaching staff has to do a better job this year on offense. That was a big reason why they struggled at times last year. If the coaching staff takes a step forward, not necessarily at the same level that we saw the Rams take a step forward, but if Kellen Moore can be better than Linehan, I think that's going to be a big, big boost for them. So that's the first place I look from the Cowboys because, frankly, their roster, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
Safety, I think, too, is still a big need.
Obviously, they didn't address it. All right, Edgar Villanueva, get a picture. Who has the best chance to go worst to first in their division? Now, this is an interesting question, all right? Really interesting question here from Edgar Villanueva. First off, Edgar, this is what I want you to do. I want you to go to Google. I want you to type in Edgar Villanueva, and the very first picture that comes up on Google, I want you to make that your picture. If you have trouble setting up your picture, slide in my DMs at Mitchell Renz 365. I'll help you get started. Tom, worst from first. Who are you thinking?
I'm going to go with Jacksonville. I think the other option, you've got the Jets. I have a tough time seeing that in New England. The Bengals.
Nope.
The Raiders. Stop. The Giants.
Nope.
The Lions.
Oh, please.
The Bucks.
Nope.
The Cardinals.
Oh.
I think it's Jacksonville. I mean, they weren't that far a year ago from
2017,
now,
they were in the AFC title game.
I think that is the best chance. Not saying they will, but I think that's the best chance there.
No, Big Nick, you know what I'm saying. All right, Cris Rodriguez, Mad Tom punishment. He has to burn one of his cowgirl jerseys. Or cowgirl jersey.
I'd say in general, I actually don't like the process of burning jerseys. I think that's very petty of people.
Or maybe
that's why it's a good punishment. I don't know.
Or maybe Tom actually has a cowgirl jersey. Maybe it's like...
Oh.
Do you have like...
I don't.
You don't have pom-poms?
I don't,
a cheerleader outfit?
I don't.
How about this? How about we get Tom in a cowgirl outfit?
You throw a lot of crazy ones there.
I'm getting an applause from producer Harrison back here. All right, Austin Crosslin. I bet he'd be on board with it. Do you think Suh would be a good fit for the Titans while he wait for Simmons to get healthy?
Yeah, I did not think the Titans earlier. That's a really good idea, Austin. I think that would be a fantastic fit in Tennessee. Bring him in for a year. You give Simmons all the time he needs. You could still use some defensive line depth. I think that's a really, really good idea for the Titans there, Austin. Good thought.
A great thought here from Red Light. Tom should eat a bee. Love it. All right, let's go to
What
Facebook.
if I'm allergic?
Even better.
What?
No? Are we going to Facebook? What are we doing? Here we go. All right, let's let it go on. Zachary Moll. Will the Patriots get a other free agent?
He means another. Again, May 8th is when the comp pick deadline ends. If there are still guys the Patriots like, I think that's a good idea for New England. There aren't a lot of great tight ends, but there are some edge guys, some pass rushers that I think make some sense there for the Patriots if they want to add some more depth up front.
All right, let's go back to YouTube, shall we? Live on youtube.com/chatsportstv from Jake ODell, get a picture. Where do you think Eric Berry going to sign with? If he does.
Is going to sign. You can add in the is there, Mitch.
I could, but that doesn't make it as fun for me. I'm here to have fun.
I don't know where Eric Berry ends up. I would have said the Browns, but they kind of signed Morgan Burnett. I think that's kind of going to be their go-to option there. I think he signs somewhere. I just don't have a great feel for where at this particular point in time. I'd love to see the Cowboys, but I think the medical is a big, big red flag there. So
and you consider he's played 3 games in the past 2 years.
Maybe Berry waits for what happened to Kenny Vaccaro last year.
That's true.
And waits for an injury, and then he signs.
That actually might be the better route. It probably could make a lot more money that way.
Or at least a better spot.
Piso Too Chill. If you put a T in your first name, I would absolutely love it. When do you think Drew Lock will become the starting quarterback for my Broncos? Sometime this season or 2020? That's a good question. Now, you guys know I don't like Joe Flacco.
You don't.
But I'm also not the biggest Drew
Very
Lock
much
believer either. I will say this, though. If the Broncos start out sluggish, which I expect them to be the worst team in that division, you might see Drew Lock.
Yeah, it'd be pretty funny if Flacco gets Flaccoed again. I would lean towards
It's a verb now.
Full-time starter in 2020. That's my prediction, because Locke needs work on his footwork, and if he can do that during the season, that's going to be the best thing for his long-term development.
Okay, what do you guys think? Piso, throw it in the comments. I'll read it out on air. Blake Wallis, what a beautiful picture of your dog. Should the Broncos look for a safety cornerback in free agency, considering they lost Roby and possibly Harris if they don't pay him? First off, Blake, what kind of dog is that? I've been looking to potentially get a dog. So I'm curious. Throw that in the comments section. Tom, you got anything for me, homeboy?
I think they're going to try and roll with William Parks and Justin Simmons for one more year at safety, unless they're going to give Kareem Jackson some reps there. That leaves Bryce Callahan as your nickel. You've got Chris Harris, and then you're banking on Isaac. Maybe Kareem plays some corner. So I think you should look at depth there. There are some decent corners. How do you feel about Morris Claiborne? And especially if you want to play Jackson more at safety. Just a thought there.
All right. Edgar, we're going back to you, my dude. Villanueva, where do you expect my Niners to finish in the NFC West? You give me a full 16 games of Jimmy Garoppolo. I'm probably still going to say third.
I think second or third. One of those two seems to make the most sense for me. I think the Cardinals are going to finish last, Rams finish first. So we'll see how the Seahawks defense looks. That's kind of a bit of a red flag for me right now.
They're a team where every year I'm like, man, they just don't have a lot. And Russell Wilson is just incredible to me.
Yeah.
And the fact that they were 10-6
but
last year.
God forbid Wilson goes down, and that's what happened.
They're one of the worst
that's
teams in the NFL
happened to the Niners last year too. So
True.
I think that's second to third range, battling for a wild card spot.
Well, they haven't had over 8 wins in the last 5 years of the Niners?
It's been a while.
Yeah, I think it's the last 5.
But I'm not very good at math, so.
I think it's the last 5 years. Not so good. All right, Demetrius, Ian Alexander, where are we going?
We'll get to it in a minute.
Nobody knows.
So use hashtag NFL in the comments section. You guys want to have your comments or questions featured live on the air here on Facebook or on YouTube as well. Again, that's hashtag NFL in the comments section if you want to have it featured.
Listen to this question in the comment from Brad. If Kyler Murray was a color, how would he smell? What does that mean?
You can't smell colors, though.
What does that mean?
That's not how science works, guys.
Oh, my Lord. All right, what do we got here?
OmarBUCKETS.
OmarBUCKETS. All right, this is a good question. Who will be better in 2019, Jets or Bills? My opinion, the Bills. So if you guys think the Jets will be better, I want you to type J. If you think the Bills will be better, I want you to type B. So who's going to be better in 2019? More wins, the Jets or the Bills? You let me know, and then I'll let you know. Tom, you go first.
I love what the Bills have done over the past year and a half to build their roster. They signed John Brown, Cole Beasley. They signed Mitch Morse. They draft Cody Ford. They signed like 5 other offensive linemen and signed Ty Nsekhe too. They bring in all this talent on offense and defense at Oliver too. And most importantly, I trust their coaching staff a lot more than I trust Adam Gase.
So I'm looking at the comments.
It's
OmarBUCKETS obviously
the
says
Bills
the Bills. Blake says the Bills. Tyreek Riggins says the Jets. Savage Bro says Bills. Sheen says the Bills. Derek Roberts says BJ. I see what you did there. Like it. Tony Baloney, Jets. Defund NASA says the Jets. I'm going to go with the Bills. I've kind of, after their draft, I would have probably said before the draft the Jets. But I think the Bills, I thought they crushed the draft. I mean, the Jets had a pretty solid draft too, but I'm going to go with the Bills. All right, Cringer 245. Redskins got best quarterback in draft. I don't believe that's true. When does he start and how many wins?
Well,
I think he starts right away.
They did get my second best quarterback, so I'm not going to disagree too much with that. I do think he starts right away. I kind of think the Redskins will finish around 500 again this year. That's kind of my expectation for them. I don't know why those people have put the Redskins in the top 5 or bottom 5 in the NFL. That's confusing to me. I've seen that a lot from NFL media, and I'm like, but they weren't last year.
And their quarterback situation was worse.
Yeah, and they're better now. Like, the Redskins might have won the NFC East had Alex Smith not gotten hurt. So
they were 5-2 before he went down.
Yeah, I kind of am feeling confident about them being a 500 team again this year.
Okay, what do we got? Jake Odell. What do you think the Chiefs' record going to be in 2019? How about we have some fun with this, all right? I don't really think Tyreek Hill is going to be on the team. So what's the Chiefs' record going to be in 2019 without Tyreek Hill? They were 12-4 last year. The AFC West is, I think, one of the toughest schedules in general. So, Tom, first reaction.
I'll still put the over-under at 9.5 wins. I know that they're going to miss Tyreek Hill, but we've seen Patrick Mahomes do some great things. I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt despite some of their defensive issues.
10? 10 wins?
That's the over-under is 9.5, so give me 10.
So General Chu says 10-6. Piso 2 Chill says 9-7. Jack Morgan's going 11-5. Michael Grant says 9-7, and then Eric Burton says 12-4. Ooh, boy, I'm just like right between 10 and 9, which is the worst part about it. All right, Brad Noble, what you got for me, buddy? Could Ari Stark slay Jerry Jones without dragon fire? I have no idea.
Technically, Ari is kind of right. Arya Stark.
I have no idea.
Mitch does not watch Game of Thrones. I told producer Harrison to bring this up just to mess with you. The answer is Jerry Jones is 100% either a White Walker or a Targaryen.
Could not agree more.
So based on what we've seen, I don't think Dragonfire would impact Jones.
Absolutely agree.
Just throwing that out there.